Hey guys, Ryan Biddulph here, blogging from paradise. There's the books. Ah, shit, my shoulder. Sorry guys, my shoulder's hurting a little bit today. I don't know what it did, but stretching it out. It's gonna be a quick one today, guys, because I got plenty of writing to do and a beautiful day to enjoy here in lovely New Jersey. This is one annoying but freeing aspect, a thing about working online. Annoying, freeing thing. Or freeing, but annoying thing. And it's that whatever distracts you or what appears to distract you is what you value. And when I woke this morning, I tuned into some live feeds of Hurricane Irma, and I realized right off the bat, okay, after 15 minutes, I'm bullshitting, that I was being distracted by this, quote unquote. I chose to check the live Irma updates, the live feeds on YouTube, of which there are like a gazillion. And it fascinates me. I'm a meteorologist. I'm a scientist, so I get it. I get it. But in the same regard, I could see right away that this would be a good video topic, and that I'm simply choosing to watch the video instead of diving into my morning regimen because it's what I value in the moment. Are we robots? No, we're not going to do this all the time. Be totally undistracted. But in the same regard, when you're focusing on what you most value, you'll see whatever appears to distract you, you value. So when you could say, okay, I'm not getting my blogging stuff done, I'm not getting the posts out there, I'm like not working, I find myself on YouTube for hours, can't get blog post idea, but then I'm on Facebook bullshitting for hours, I'm offline at the bar, whatever, then you see, okay, I value being at the bar and drinking every night more than I value building a blog and freeing myself through blogging. Or I value BSing online for hours more than I value building a successful blog and inspiring other people to do it and having fun through that medium. So then when you see that you're just choosing what you value, you could change your values. And you could be honest about them. And that's really the key. And again, this is going to be a shorter video today. It's a wake-up call. It helps you see this is what I'm most valuing, and that's why I'm at where I'm at in life. Maybe if you're working a job you don't like and you really want to grow blogging into a full-time venture, you're going to have to value blogging so much by choosing your passion, something you're passionate about, by surrounding yourself with awesome mentors, by buying phenomenal resources, the ebooks, the audiobooks, the 11 fundamentals of successful blogging, like putting your money where your mouth is or where you most value it, or on resources, coaching packages, consulting services that could help you. You put your money towards what you most value, and then your blogging success will expand. You'll start writing every day. You won't be distracted, whereas you used to spend hours on Netflix every day and you wouldn't do anything blogging wise, yet you call yourself a full-time blogger. You'll be practicing writing 1,000 words a day in a Word doc, then you trash it. You'll start doing what I'm doing, whatever the path is for you, but in a lot of cases it will be what I'm doing, because a lot of what I do is a lot of what established pro bloggers do, and that's why we're pros. That's why we've been featured on some of these awesome sites and why we're full-time bloggers. We value it, and you'll build your day around what you value if it's blogging. If you're doing it full-time, you'll be blogging, not busting your ass or killing yourself, but just writing, practicing, creating, and connecting, doing videos, building friendships, promoting other people, commenting on blogs, guest posting, blogging on your blog. And then over time, guess what happens? You're going to build your own success according to what you most value. But this will boost your productivity when you're real about it, because you could say, okay, I value comfort. I value maybe moving into areas that feel more comfortable but where I'm miserable. Spending time online, spending hours just gaming. And I'm not talking about not having a life. I'm talking about if you're getting nothing done with your blog and you're running into endless struggles, you are valuing comfort and unhappiness and mediocre over uncomfortable, maybe scary, but totally freeing experiences that you could just dive into to cultivate your passions, to spread love, to hone your skills. Guys, we're going to roll. I love this background. I'm being a little attached to it, but I think I might go with that in the future. You get to see Blogging from Paradise, the blog. You get to see the ebooks. What is your call to action? Well, I think a lot of you are on my list. If not, you can subscribe to my list at bloggingparadise.com. But take a look at the ebooks. They're really helpful, guys, and I'll help you build a blog from the inside out. You'll have a resource that you could dive into, and you can click on courses as well. Okay. It looks different on your paperback. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm looking at the paperbacks. Talk about subconscious conditioning. It looks different on your phone, but this is how it looks on a Chromebook. Ebooks here. Whoa! And then I categorize all the ebooks. See the pretty ebooks in Bali? I took that picture. And you'll see I list them out for you, for your buying and your shopping pleasure. And then you also have the courses tab here. So So take a look around those 2 tabs. Okay, that opens up to a new window. The 11 Fundamentals of Successful Blogging. Do some shopping. Go wild. Look at that guy. That was in Bali. That's in Jimbaran, Bali, where I snapped the selfie. And you see the little blogging paradise. A really gorgeous beach. I used to go out. Aha, that's funny, Chris. I used to go out into about not a quarter mile there, but maybe like an eighth of a mile when it's really peaceful and serene in Jimbaran Bay, and just lay out. And well, a lot of times swimming, but it's really, really calm there when the waves go down. It's not as clear as Pandawa Beach, which is, ooh, where was I? Pandawa. Well, I can't find the image now, but that was a beautiful place. So again, this type of life, it's really, really cool, guys. But you got to see what you're valuing. And I know, obviously, we're joking, Chris, too, but in the same regard. And I've learned by just being in situations where you're around friends and loved ones who maybe be a little more, they tend to be a little more worried, where it's, you have to really minimize your time as much as possible in those settings because it gets in your head. I lived most of my life from a place of worry and anxiety, and I wasn't doing this. This is when I was dumb, sick, and broke. Maybe not sick, but definitely, not doing as well. And I'm like, oh, wait a second, I'm valuing that, the time with folks that are really with, whether it's my mom's major league work, and just, some friends and situations, and I just had to really move away from that stuff and move towards the really empowered folks. I was valuing that and comfort over valuing uncomfortable. Really, really, yeah, no worries. Hey, it's one of those deals too. It's not, it's something where, yeah, anybody really. I think it's obviously we have fun with it, but in the same regard, I think it's something where we just have to do and hang with what we're valuing from an energetic space. So I think that's one of the key deals where we obviously we have fun with things, but it's also really good too to think about who we're spending time with, who we're connecting with. I mean, some folks obviously live with them or whatever, but even in the same regard, you want to go to your quiet space 8-10 hours a day and just do you. And that's one of the keys where if you're really willing to that's very funny. That's very, very funny. Hey, it's I think one of the this is funny, and it's funny that there's mom's in the room, but yeah, I think one of the key things is having that space, because I remember when I was home with folks who maybe shared a little different view on life, I just had to go into my sacred space, and I think that applies to everybody. That applies to every human being, and I valued that, and that's where things really started to take root. Okay, I was out on my own for a while, but when I was in the house, yeah, that would be cool. New home with the office too. And I think that's what it boils down to too, even here. Just finding my sacred space, going into quiet. It's so important. And that's for every human being. So it's something that will help you. You'll value that quiet time. You'll value going to where it could just be you and your thoughts and you and your computer and you and your meditation. And then everything will expand from there, because sometimes what we're valuing is not what we want to value. Really? It's what other folks are valuing. And this is a common thing with families and friends, and you start to realize, oh, wait a second, I just value this. Like me, I valued working the 9 to 5 and getting a job because I valued surviving, having food on the table, and paying bills. And then I started thinking, wait a second, why am I designing my whole life to pay bills and put food on the table? Why am I a security guard? Why am I working 18 hours a day? Why aren't I doing this? Oh, because I was taught that by my parents and by my society and by friends. And I'm like, wait a second, nothing personal. I love all these folks, but I don't want to fucking do that. I want to live this life. But then when you change your values, it's going to be very uncomfortable. And of course, the ones that are closest to us are going to, like, I remember my mom saying, hey, let's face it, Ryan, you're always going to be an office worker. That's not a zing, Mom. That's not a zing. I love you. Obviously, my mom is further along in Alzheimer's, so, she'd hug me, and she's a ball buster. She used to bust balls, so she'd understand. She might say, fuck you, Ryan. Nah, she wouldn't say that. But again, this is the guy who is destined to be a security guard. I've been here. Richard Branson. And that's not a proving thing, but it just shows how funny it is when you change your values and you change your life. So guys, I got to roll. Chris, thanks so much. Thank you, Mrs. Deward. Thank you for joining, everybody. I really appreciate it. Distractions. We appear to be pulled by distractions because we value them. What distracts you quote unquote, doesn't have any power over you. You value it. So when you make that shift, things will happen. Thanks so much again for joining, everybody. Until next time, enjoy paradise.